Hey there, welcome to the Enabling Buying, a B2B sales and revenue podcast. I'm your host, Paul Kirch, and I'm glad you're here. Now, you may recognize my name from the Top 10 Business Podcast show, Boss Academy Radio. I'm excited to be here to join Collavia in presenting this exciting show designed to help listeners learn to emotionally connect with buyers. So let me start with this. If you're in sales, business development, or business leadership, you've probably felt it. Today, something's different. Buyer behaviors are changing. See, they're doing their homework. They're asking better questions. And quite frankly, they're inundated with messaging and sales pitches like never before, leaving them distracted and, quite frankly, untrusting of anything that appears to be a sales message. And to add to the distraction, many sellers are bringing AI into the mix, creating even more noise from impersonal outreach. See, it's all changed for the buyer. But yet, most of what sales professionals have been taught, it still sounds the same. Let's sell them on those features and benefits. We need to close harder. Get ready to handle their objections. No matter what, let's move the deal forward. See, in a world of selling, we need to change our approach to enable buying, earning trust, speaking to the buyer's emotional needs, and becoming a resource. That's what the Enabling Buying podcast is really about. Enabling buying in a world of selling. I still remember the first time I heard Charles Bernard, Collavia CEO, express that message. It really hit me. See, most companies build everything around selling, but very few people are actually focused on what the buyer is going through. Enabling buying, it's a different lens. It's not about pushing someone towards a decision. It's about helping them get there, helping them think it through, helping them feel confident, and helping them make decisions they're not going to second guess later. Now, this is where this gets really interesting. Now, we like to think B2B decisions, they're all logical, right? You got spreadsheets, ROI, data, analytics, revenue generation. But if you've been around long enough, that's not the full story, because at the end of the day, people are involved. And people, they're emotional. They're thinking about risk. They're thinking about fear. They're thinking about trust. They're thinking about how does this decision reflect on them internally, whether it's going to make them look good or create more problems. So yes, logic matters, but emotion is what drives the decision. And if we miss that, we're missing the most important part of the process. So what does this mean for us? Well, it means we've got to shift how we show up. Instead of trying to persuade, we guide. Instead of pitching, we listen and understand. Instead of focusing on closing, we focus on helping someone move forward with clarity. That's a different mindset. And honestly, when you do it well, it feels different too, because you're not chasing in the same way. You're aligned with the buyer. You're part of the process. You're not pushing against it. And right now, I'd argue this matters more than ever. See, buyers have access to everything. They can research, compare, validate, all before they ever talk to you. Today, more than ever, traditional sales tactics, they can create resistance almost immediately. But when we show up to help, to understand why they're in need, when we enable the buying process, that's when trust really starts to build. And trust is everything. So here's what you can expect from the show. We're going to have real conversations with sales leaders, business owners, revenue professionals, people who are rethinking how we speak to the buyer's why. We'll talk through real situations, break down what's actually happening in buying decisions, and give you ideas you can take and use right away. My goal is simple: to help you become someone your prospects want to talk to, not someone they feel like they need to protect themselves from. We don't just want you to show up, we want you to stand out. Now, real quickly, this podcast is supported by Collavia at Collavia.com. Now, Collavia is your all-in-one sales enablement platform, combining custom sales playbooks, AI-powered coaching, goal tracking, and a world-class learning academy, all built on the enabling buying in a world of selling methodology. It brings everything your team needs to one place so you can win. I'm not just the host of the show, I'm a proud board member and also an active user of Collavia. They're doing work that's very much aligned with everything we're talking about here, helping organizations rethink growth, sales, and how to engage with customers in a more real, human way. Visit Collavia.com to learn more. Now let me leave you with this. The future of sales isn't about getting better at selling. It's about getting better at helping people purchase, enable them to buy, and become that resource they've always been looking for. Now, when you do that, you don't have to force anything. You become part of the decision that feels good for them and good for you. I want to thank you again for being here. I'm looking forward to what we build together as we enable buying in a world of selling.